Well. Boy, are you lucky, because today I'm giving you an in-depth guide on how to build muscle for free. I'm not charging you $5,000. I'm giving it to you for absolutely free. You can watch it anytime you want on YouTube. Take some rest, take some breaks, but watch this video because you will not need any other video on how to build muscle. This is the only video you need. Get it? So, first of all, this is my 1-year transformation from here to here to prove to you I know what I'm doing. This is everything that we're going to talk about in this video. So, a prerequisite is to go to a gym, and a good one. Why do I say this? It's because that's where you actually build muscle. Some people like to say that they can build muscle at home and they don't need to go to a gym, but you're just lying to yourself, and it's only going to hurt you and your goals. Now, yes, can you build a decent foundation with calisthenics? Yeah, but going to an actual gym, lifting weights, going hard on those machines is so much easier and optimal than using your body weight. Just think of this. Why on earth would people make gyms in the first place? Okay, so now that's done with, we're going to talk about the mindset. You need to understand that your strongest muscle is your mind. If you're not strong mentally, how can you expect yourself to be strong physically? At the start, it takes a lot of courage for someone who has never done something and trying something new. It's difficult for them because they're new, gullible, and have to hear gossip about them behind their back for doing something that most people don't do. I mean, a lot of people do not go to the gym. So by watching this video, you're ahead of a lot of people already. And so I have a question for you. Do you think that the people who kept on going and built their physiques and stayed in the gym, do you think they had a weak mindset? Of course not. They had a strong mindset which kept them going. Do you think those people cared about others staring at them in the gym? 100% not. That's why you need to sharpen your mindset into believing you can do anything that you put your mind into without worrying about what other people will think about you. So how can you sharpen your mind if you already haven't done so? In my opinion, there are 3 ways. Number 1 is to stop caring about what other people think about you. When it comes to achieving your goals, people, especially your friends, will make fun of you. But you have to ask yourself, do they really matter more than my dreams? The answer should be no, as nothing should come in between you and your dreams. This is to an extent, of course, like if you go to an event and everyone's dressed well, you don't want to be the only one that's dressed in pajamas. Okay? Just don't. Number 2 is remember why you started. I often use the strategy myself when I'm about to quit on my YouTube channel because it motivates me and reminds me why I wanted to run one in the first place. Oftentimes when you use the strategy of remembering why you started, your mind will be sharp and nothing will come in your way. Number 3, now, it's going through pain. This isn't the best or healthiest way to strengthen yourself mentally, but it sure is worth it. If you have gone through some difficult or tough times, like heartbreak, death of a family member, self-hatred, public embarrassment, then use that as your motivator. Then your mindset will be unbreakable. And out of these 3, I like this one the most, but it's totally up to your stress tolerance. Like, I have a high stress tolerance, so number 3 was the best one for me. But any of these 3 things will strengthen your mindset. Now here, I like to talk about the fixed mindset versus the growth mindset. The fixed mindset is like for the people who are just like lazy and don't have anything to go for. Like, they just self-talk so bad about themselves. Like, for example, I give up. It's too hard. I can't do this. I can't do any better. Versus the people who have a growth mindset and talk positively. It's, I will try another way. I can train my brain. I can't do this yet. This is my best effort. They keep thinking positively. They have positive self-talk. Whereas the fixed mindset people, they're always negative self-talk. So that's why you need to have a growth mindset. I like this quote. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. It starts with belief. You have to believe that you can do it. If you don't believe that you can do it, you won't get there. I believe that I could do it. I believe that I could build muscle. That's why I have. If I couldn't think to myself that I will achieve a nice physique, then I wouldn't have done it in the first place. But since day one of entering the gym, I've always been assured that I will build a nice physique. And keep in mind, I'm not there yet, but I am going there. I am in the right direction. Now, the only reason to include this section about mindset, especially at the start of the video, was to sharpen your mind so you don't give up going to the gym. Number 2, it's going to be about gym terms. We gotta cover up some terms that we use in the gym, so like, you know what I'm saying later on in the video, and also so you don't be like a complete idiot in the gym. Rep. This means repetition, which is a complete motion of an exercise. Set. This means multiple repetitions of an exercise without resting. Volume. This is the total amount of workload you do in the gym. All your exercises, all your sets, and reps. Compound exercises. These are exercises that work multiple muscle groups at once, such as deadlift, bench press, squat. Isolation exercises. These are exercises that target a single muscle group, such as bicep curls. Free weights. These are weights that are not attached to a machine, such as dumbbells and barbells. I like these over machines. But I still use machines here and there, but I still like free weights better. Spotter. This is a random person in your gym who assists you with weightlifting exercise to help you complete additional reps and make sure you don't die. Range of motion. The full movement range of flexion and extension on a joint. Flexion and extension. I don't know if you can see that. Flexion, extension. Okay? Gains. A lot of people say this. Look at the gains, bro. You got gains, bro. This is when other people say it to you when they've seen the progress you've made in the gym. Okay? 2 more. Guns refers to your biceps. Flex your biceps. Macros is shorthand for macronutrients to describe how much protein, fat, and carbs, just carbohydrates, you are or aren't eating in your diet. 1 RM, 1 rep max. This is the most amount of weight you can lift for a given exercise for 1 rep. A PR, this stands for a personal record and is similar to 1 rep max, but it can mean the heaviest you lifted for 1 rep or 10 reps. So you can have a 1 rep PR or 10 rep PR, 5 rep PR, 50 rep PR. Okay? It's your personal record. The pump. Everyone's favorite after the workout. The gain in size your muscles get when you flex, and they fill with blood, which inflates the tissue, making your muscles look bigger. This is during or right after your workout. Work in. It's like a phrase used to ask someone if they're fine alternating between the same weight, like the same machine or weight that you're using. A plate. This is a 45-pound circle that you'll see in the gym. It's usually the heaviest circle weight unless you go to a powerlifting gym. There are much more, but these are the must-knows, otherwise you look like a complete idiot. Okay, now that you're not a complete idiot, it's time to understand muscle growth. So now that your mind is all sharpened up, you know the basic gym terms, and you're not going to quit the gym, it's time I teach you how your muscles will grow. You see, your muscles grow to added stress and tension on them. To give you an example, let's say you want to grow your biceps because they're small and not as big as you want them to be when you flex them to your friends. That was me once. So you go ahead and do bicep curls. Do them and go very hard with them. Go home, eat your protein, complete your calorie intake for the day, and then go to bed. And after a few days, you start to see a little difference when you flex your biceps. You want to know why? It's because you added stress and tension on your biceps, which they weren't used to before. So your biceps adapted by growing bigger. This is your muscle anatomy, so you can see how all of your muscle fibers look like. You can see that. It's nice to know the muscle anatomy so that you can know how your muscles are being targeted when you do certain exercises. I do this, it helps me a lot when I do RDLs, especially dumbbell RDLs. I can see how my hamstrings are getting targeted. You can see all that. It's nice to know the muscular anatomy. This is a 3 simple step process when it comes to the muscle growth. Train, eat, sleep, repeat. Okay? Now when you train, you break and tear the muscle. When you eat the protein to aid in muscle recovery, plus you get energy. When you sleep, you repair the muscle and make it bigger. And when you keep on repeating this process, you get bigger over time. Okay, number 4. 3 sections done. Training principles. Progressive overload. Progressive overload. This principle is very well known in bodybuilding. It's where you get stronger over time as you gain more and more experience in the gym. It can be done by multiple methods. The first one is increasing weight. So you're gradually lifting heavier and heavier weights as you get stronger. Second one is increasing reps. Doing more reps with the same weight. Okay? You do like 6 reps before, you're doing 8 reps, then you're doing 10 reps. Okay? The third one is increasing your sets. So you're doing more sets in your workout. And the last one is increasing frequency. So you're training a muscle more often. Personally, I like to do these two, increasing weight and increasing reps. I feel they're much better for progressive overload and don't take much of a toll on you. Like you're not trying to do like more volume to get bigger. So you're just getting stronger and getting bigger. I just like these two a lot. Training to failure. Ho ho ho. This is the most important principle when it comes to building muscle. To put it in the simplest way possible, this principle means to do as many reps of an exercise as you can till you can't possibly do one more rep. If you're not training at least close to failure, don't expect to make any significant gains. I'm telling you this right now. Right now. If you do not train anything close to failure, you will not make gains. Simple. And this is how you should look like when you're training to failure. Look at me right here. See that? See it? Look at that. Look at that. Look at me right here. Oh my God. Look at me. Look at my face. Oh my God. That's how you gotta look when you're training to failure. That's how you know you're training to failure. Yeah. Volume. Volume is how many sets, reps, and exercises you do per muscle group. For example, your back. Generally, you should try to hit a muscle group twice a week and perform around 20 sets in that week for that particular muscle group. The exercises you do vary depending on your personal preferences, but there are certain exercises you should do regardless if you like them or not. Like, if you're strong enough to do pull-ups for your back, trust me, to blow up your back. Do dips for your triceps if you're strong enough. Okay? If you're like really chubby, then you're probably not going to be able to do them. Okay. Now, when you do one exercise, you should try to do anywhere from 2 to 5 sets with 6 to 12 reps. Okay? Hypertrophy. This is literally what we're aiming for. Hypertrophy, which is strength plus size. Okay, rest. This is probably got to be my biggest pet peeve in the gym. I hate it when people do it. It's seeing people rest way too much. For hypertrophy, our goal is to stimulate muscle growth and increase strength. And the sweet spot for that is resting 1 to 3 minutes in between sets. So if you're one of those people who takes way too long to start the next set, please keep in mind you're losing out on some gains. Please remember that. If you are resting more than 3 minutes, you are losing out on gains. And you can also use your stopwatch on your phone to keep track of how long you're resting. There should be no issues. Everyone owns a smartphone these days. You can track your rest time. Okay? It's all about how bad you want it. It's nothing crazy in tracking your rest time. Workout split. Everyone has one, okay? Workout split is basically a weekly routine you follow in order to hit the desired muscle groups you want to grow. Everyone needs one, and everyone should have one. Here are a few examples of workout splits. Full body. This is training the entire body in one session, which is like 3 times per week. Upper lower. It's dividing your upper body and your lower body, and you do this like 4 times per week. So like upper lower, upper lower. Push pull legs. I used to do this. The 3-day split done twice a week, where you train your pushing muscles. So your chest, shoulders, and triceps. Then your pulling muscles, your back and biceps. Then your legs on separate days. This is also one that I used to do. It's chest and triceps on one day, back and biceps on one day, then legs and shoulders on one day. It's similar to push-pull legs, but the shoulders are with the legs. And this is the one I'm on right now. Chest and shoulders, back, arms, legs, then repeat. So the reason why I'm on this split right now is because doing legs and shoulders on one day was a bit too much for me. And plus I hit a plateau, which we're going to talk about later. So I needed to give my body a little shock and change up how my workouts are structured. That's why I changed my split. And this has been working tremendously amazing for me right now. So an example of a workout split can look like this. Monday is chest and biceps. Tuesday, back and shoulders. Wednesday, legs and triceps. It's a weird combo. Thursday is chest and biceps. Friday, back and shoulders. Saturday, legs and triceps. Sunday is rest. Okay, diet. As soon as I drink my water. Diet is very important. I would put more emphasis on my diet than training, to be very honest. Very, very honest. I put my diet over my training. My training's here, my diet's here. This is because to build muscle, you need to get big. And to get big, you need to eat more. I have a simple example on this. Imagine someone came up to you and asked how to get fat. What would you say to them? Eat more, right? Now in your case, we're going to eat more, but also hit the gym to get big and not fat. Make sure you're eating healthy though. If you're eating garbage food like pancakes, ice cream, cakes every single day, you're going to get fat, okay? If we don't want to get fat, we want to get big and buff, strong. To explain this further on why I prioritize diet for training is because no matter how hard I work out, no matter how healthy I'm eating, if I am not eating in a calorie surplus, then I will not build much muscle in the long run. Get big properly by eating. In the last slide, I told you something about calorie surplus. Let me get a bit into more depth about what that is. You see, when you're building muscle, the best option is to bulk. Bulk means to get bigger And we do this by eating around 300 more calories than our maintenance calories. What are maintenance calories? They are the calories you need to consume on a daily basis, for example 2,500, to maintain your body weight. So how do you check your maintenance calories? Well, it's simple. Just go on Google, see calculator.net, type that in, okay? Then you'll find a search bar, type in calorie calculator. Enter your measures, so all your stats, okay? Then get your results right here. So let's do that right now, actually. Do that right now. Calculator.net. Okay. Then calorie calculator. Where are we at? Right there. Okay. So enter our measures. That's yes. Okay. Calculate. That's my maintenance calories right there. Right there. Maintain weight. 3,316. Shoot. Oh. Okay. Now that you have your maintenance calories, what you gotta do now is eat more calories than that number. And over time, you'll see yourself putting on muscle, getting stronger, and the scale going up. So for example, I had 3,300 calories close to. For me to get bigger and put on more muscle, I need to eat 3,600 more calories. From 3,300 to 3,600. That's what I gotta eat. Okay, let's talk about macronutrients, or your macros. What are macronutrients? They are the nutrients that your body needs in large amounts to function optimally. 3 macronutrients are protein, carbohydrates or carbs, and fats. They're essential nutrients, meaning your body either cannot make them or cannot make enough of them. So to get them, you gotta eat meals that contain these macronutrients. A lot of water. So now, how are these 3 macronutrients used to build muscle? I'll explain. First, let's start off with my best friend, protein. What is it? It's molecules made up of smaller units called amino acid. Okay? Molecule made up of amino acid. What's its importance? Without it, we will not be able to perform vital functions necessary for life. Okay, we need that. Why do I need to eat foods that contain protein to build muscle? Because after you go to failure in the gym, skeletal muscle tissue is damaged, and protein repairs and grows that muscle tissue. How much protein should I eat? Close to 1 gram per pound of your body weight. What are foods with high amounts of protein? Right here. Well, Greek yogurt, beef, tofu, cottage cheese, salmon, chicken breast, all of these things. Okay? Oh, my personal favorite, rotisserie chicken. I just had this today, and it's my favorite. I love this. This is literally what gets me big. Rotisserie chicken. If you eat this, not even just if you eat half a rotisserie chicken every day, I swear on God, you are gonna get so big. This is literally the goal. Okay? Next, carbs. What is it? Sugar molecule. What's its importance? The body breaks down carbs into glucose. Glucose, or blood sugar, is the main source of energy for the body's cells, tissues, and organs. Glucose can immediately be used or stored in the liver and for muscles later on. Why do I need to eat foods that contain carbs to build muscle? Because to go to failure at the gym, you need energy, and that energy is stored in your body as glucose. If you don't have enough energy, how are you going to go to failure? And if you don't go to failure, how are you going to build muscle? Simple. How many carbs should I eat? Close to 2 grams per pound of your body weight. What are foods with high amounts of carbs? Right here. High carb fruits, so mangoes, dates, bananas, vegetables, corn, potatoes, beans plus legumes, grains, bread. Sugar? Don't do that. And sauces. My personal favorite are these two. Rice and spaghetti. Loaded with carbs, gives me so much energy, and is just great for bulking. Plus, bread is also a good choice. Lastly is fat. Now everyone likes to think that fats is the bad guy, but just because it's fats and fat, but trust me, you need fats. What are fats? It's 3 molecules joined together called a triglyceride. Remember that word in biology. Guess it can be used now. Triglyceride. What's its importance? The body uses fats to build cell membranes, nerve tissue, and hormones. The body also uses fats as fuel. Remember, fats as fuel. If not burnt as energy or used as building blocks, they're stored in the body. Okay, that's where you get fat. If it's not burnt. Okay? If you don't use all your fuel, it's going to store in your body. That's bad. Okay? Why do I need to eat foods that contain fats to build muscle? As I said, it helps maintain your hormone levels and it gives you fuel. That's crucial for building muscle. How many fats should I eat? 0.5 gram per pound of your body. What are foods with high amounts of fats? Boom. Avocado, sweet potatoes, coconut, beans, almonds. But my favorite, cashews. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I could eat these all day. My favorite. That was it for macronutrients. Okay, learn about protein, carbs, fats, and why it's important for building muscle. Quick tip: consume a meal rich in protein and carbs 1 to 2 hours before training, and eat a meal rich in protein and carbs 30 to 60 minutes after training to support recovery and muscle building. Also, you can do this. Eat the second biggest meal of your day before your workout, and eat the biggest meal of your day after your workout. Let's talk about hydration. This should be pretty straightforward. Drink at least 8 glasses of water per day. Why? First of all, you need water to survive. Okay? Pretty simple. Imagine how much more you need to build muscle. Second, you need water to transport nutrients to our cells and transport waste out of the body. Water also helps form the structures of protein and glycogen. Plus, to move and flex your muscles, you need water. If your body is dehydrated, your muscles will be deprived of electrolytes and cramp. You need water. In fact, drink some water right now. Okay, we're back. Did you hear what I said in the last slide? Did you hear what I said? It's pretty important. Electrolytes. What are electrolytes? They are minerals in your body. Sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium. I hate chemistry class. They help regulate muscle contractions, nerve function, and hydration. If your electrolytes are balanced, It prevents cramps and helps muscles recover after exercise. Simply, electrolytes are like the electrical signals that tell your muscles when to contract and relax. Supplement. Can they help you? Yes. Do you need them? Absolutely not. If you still want to use supplements though, go ahead if you want to, then take these. Whey protein and creatine. These are the only two supplements you need. Okay? If you want to use them, you don't really need them, but if you want to use them, use these two. Recovery. Recovery is not just about sleep. Even though I'm going to talk about sleep in the next slide, just remember recovery is not only about sleep. Just like water, we all know that we need to sleep so we can be healthy and live. But why is it important for building muscle? That's because it's when we sleep where our body repairs our torn muscle fibers to get bigger and stronger. How does the body repair our muscles when we sleep? When we sleep, the body releases human growth hormone, which plays a crucial role in muscle repair and growth. Human growth hormone stimulates muscle synthesis, the process by which damaged muscle fibers are repaired and new muscle tissue is built. That's protein. Active recovery. Okay, this is another form of recovery. It's not that important when it solely comes down to the bitter nitty of building muscle, but it's something everyone should do. And that's stretching, walking, jogging, light cycling, etc. There are two reasons why I say everyone should do these activities. Number one, because it helps with blood flow and circulation. Number two, because building muscle ultimately comes down under the category of fitness. And fitness goes under health. So that's why everyone should do them. The last thing that you want is to look big and jacked and have stiff joints and be really slow. We don't need all sluggish. Components of fitness, okay? Health related. Cardiorespiratory endurance, muscular strength, and muscular endurance. These two are what we're focusing on. But flexibility, body composition, this is all we need. We need this stuff too. Okay? Agility, balance, coordination. See, all of these things go under fitness, and we need to be fit. But these two, muscular strength and muscular endurance, are our main focus. Okay, rest days. Do I need to give my muscles rest? Absolutely. Do I need a rest day? Not necessarily. Will it hurt me if I take a rest day? No. Okay. In my previous slide, I did give a one-word answer, but we'll go into more detail here. Okay, I said, do I need to give my muscles rest? Yes. Because it's part of the three-step process, remember? Training, eating, recovery. Your muscles need time to recover, and that's why you need to give them rest. Do I need a rest day? Not necessarily. As long as all of your muscles are getting 48 to 72 hours of rest in between, you shouldn't have to worry about taking a rest day. I mean, in my current workout split, I'm having 96 hours of rest per muscle group before I hit it the next time. So I don't even need a rest day. It's working fine. Now, will it hurt me if I take a rest day? No. It's not going to hurt you. If you don't feel like going to the gym for a day, totally fine, man. If you have a dedicated rest day, it's no problem with that either. Perfect. Okay? Just remember to have your workout split designed as such that you get 48 to 72 hours of rest for all the muscles you hit, and taking a rest day or not is your choice. But if you really want a rest day or two, then go ahead. Take them. In my personal split, each muscle group gets 96 hours of rest. That's why I don't really need a rest day. So chest, shoulders, back, arms, legs, feet, all of them get 96 hours of rest. But let's say that a day I feel sore or sick, and of course I'm going to take a rest day or a few rest days. Please, don't stress out a lot, okay? Do not stress out, okay? It can cause your muscles to tense up, and over time, that can lead to pain and soreness almost everywhere in your body, and you do not want that. Don't stress. Don't stress out. Chill, okay? Okay. So, advanced training techniques. All the techniques you see here are different and add intensity to your workouts for better hypertrophy. I've ranked them from, in my opinion, the worst to the best. The first one is supersets, which is performing 2 exercises back to back without rest. And this is usually targeting the opposing muscle groups. So, for example, one superset that is very common is tricep pushdowns and then bicep curls without any rest. I don't really like this one because I feel that you can't really let your muscles grow to their full potential if you're doing supersets, because like you're getting like really tired after doing one set of any muscle group that you target, and then you just go and just do another set for a different muscle group. Like I feel like you just get tired overall. Like you need some rest for your like your breathing and stuff. That's why I don't really do supersets that much, but for other people it works. You gotta choose what works for you. Pyramids. This one, I feel it's okay. I used to do this before and I feel it's alright. It's increasing weight and decreasing reps with each set that you do, or vice versa. So you could decrease the weight and increase the reps. So for example, let's say you're doing 4 sets of bench press. You could start off with a low weight, so like 95 pounds, and do it for like 20 reps. Then you do 135, and then you do it for like 12 reps. Then you go to 185, and then you do it for 6 reps. And then you go to 225, and you do it for 2 or 3 reps. So what happened was, you increased the weight, but your reps decreased. And this is often used by powerlifters to increase their overall strength in a certain lift. Rest pause. This I only use for some exercises, and it's taking short breaks, it's like 10 to 20 seconds, within a set to extend it. So I often use this during lateral raises, and I finish a set, but I don't just put the dumbbells away. I wait like 10-15 seconds, then I do 2 or 3 more. To wait 10 to 20 seconds, then do 2 or 3 more. And then when I'm like really tired, then I'll stop. Drop sets. I like these a lot. It's performing a set to failure, then reducing the weight and continuing without rest. I often use this during tricep pushdowns, where I'll do like, let's say 120 pounds, boom, 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 without rest. Then I do 100 pounds, boom, 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 go to 80, boom, 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 and keep on going until I feel tired. And then assisted/forced reps. I like these a lot too. And it's continuing a set with assistance after reaching failure. So let's say you're doing bench press again. You're doing 135 pounds and you do it for 10 reps. Now, if you want to add the intensity, what you do is you grab someone and you say to them that once I can't do much on my own, then you help me get 2 or 3 more reps so that my muscle can get more activation, so that more blood can flow into my muscles and therefore get them bigger. The last one, and I feel this is the best, is time under tension, which is slowing down the eccentric phase and ensuring a full range of motion on your lifts. So for example, when you're doing bicep curls, and this is the contraction, then that eccentric portion is where you slow it down, and you will feel your biceps burning like crazy. So these 3, drop set, assisted reps, and time under tension, I really like them and I recommend them to anyone. Pyramids, rest pause, yes, you could do them, they're alright. And supersets, I wouldn't really do them. Okay, you just heard me saying concentric, versus eccentric. What is concentric? It's the lifting part of the face. So you're creating the tension, okay? Lifting, okay? Eccentric part is the lowering part of the face. So releasing the tension. And I have a few diagrams here. Look at me. This is the lat pull downs. This is the concentric right here, okay? The lifting part of the face. I've lifted this down, okay? Then the eccentric part, the lowering part of the face, I'm releasing the tension right here. So you can see the handle. It was right here, so up here, and then I released the tension. I let my muscle go, and slowly it went up. So I was here, then I went up. I have another diagram. So I'm doing standing dumbbell curls here, and this is the concentric part of the face, so the lifting part of the face. I'm creating the tension on my biceps right here. See, they're fully contracted right here. Then, this is the eccentric part, where I've released the tension, and I don't have any tension on my biceps anymore. That's the eccentric part, okay, because I've lowered it. It was here, all the way here, then I lowered it. Okay, so this is the concentric, this is the eccentric. Oh, plateaus. Not this one. Different type. These gotta be the worst thing that can happen to any lifter. Of course, after an injury. It sucks. Trust me, I know this because I've been there. During my 1+ years of lifting, 5 months of those were wasted because I wasn't improving or getting bigger or stronger in the gym. My weight wasn't going up, my PRs weren't going up, I looked the same, and everything just came to a halt. Like that. I was going to the gym consistently, but I wasn't seeing any results. And you know what the funny thing is? All it took was a simple Google search, and I found out why I plateaued. I was asking all these people in the gym and watching all these YouTube videos, and I couldn't get the answer to my question. But all I did was a simple Google search. I accepted the fact that I wasn't building muscle and read an article on the 15 reasons why one would not build muscle. Out of those 15 reasons, there was one reason that related to me. And that was training the same way. It's not the diet, it's not the sleep, it's not stretching. I did all those really well. But I was training the same way. When you train the same, eat the same, how do you expect to be different? I'll say this again. When you train the same, when you eat the same, how do you expect to be different? Obviously, you're going to plateau if you don't change anything. You see, when we plateau, our muscles no longer feel the need to adapt to the stress and tension we put on them. When you've been training for quite a bit, it takes your muscles time to adapt to your training routine, and during that process, your muscles get bigger and stronger. And once they adapt to your routine, they no longer feel the need to get bigger as they haven't gotten any new shock. How do you give them a shock? Those are all these things right here. Doing more volume, changing the exercises in your split, changing the order of your exercises in your split, changing your split entirely, and eating more. These are all the things that I've done to overcome my plateau, and I'd recommend them to anyone who's reached this sticking point. These 5, right here. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what you need. And you'll get over your plateau, I promise you. Remember this. If you plateau, it's your fault. Injuries. Okay, I'm not going to go into too depth in this because it's pretty simple. You only get injured if you do something stupid. That's not warming up. That's not having proper form on your exercises. That's ego lifting. That's not stretching. That's doing too much cardio or too much activity and not enough recovery. You only get injured if you do something stupid. And you'll know if you did something stupid. Thankfully to me, my 1+ years of training, I have not gotten injured once because I am very careful and I do not want to have a broken back. Now, when I was playing sports back then, I was stupid and I wasn't warming up properly and I hurt my legs. So I took weeks off from playing sports. So I did something stupid. I didn't warm up. Now when I'm doing gym, now when I'm weightlifting for over a year, I'm not doing anything stupid and I haven't gotten injured since. Thank you to God. Okay, say this again. You'll only get injured if you do something stupid. Okay. Moving on, tracking progress. This is a great way to see how far you've come in your lifting journey, and it's good to motivate you to continue doing the gym. If you're not doing this, you're only hurting yourself, to be honest. It doesn't even take much time out of your day. Like really, it's simple. Just put on your phone. There are different ways to track your progress. You can check your body weight on a scale. You can measure different parts of your body, their biceps, chest, legs, whatever, and see if you're getting bigger in the mirror. But my favorite of all of them is realizing how strong you're getting on your lifts. And you can check this out by recording on the Notes app in your phone. You know that Notes app that you never touch? Use that. Okay? You can see what weight you lifted, how many reps you did, what exercise you did, how many sets you did, etc. When you see the progress you make, when you see that you went from doing incline dumbbell press of 45 pounds for 8 reps to doing 50 pounds for 10 reps, you're going to see how happy you get. And that's literal proof because it's on record. It's on your damn phone. You're going to know that you got stronger. Do it. Please. Cardio. Oh, controversial. 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 Oh boy. This is one of the most debated topics when it comes to bodybuilding, and I'll just share my opinion on it. Okay. So, 2 questions. Can I skip cardio as a whole? No. Not at all. Don't even think about it. Should I do cardio once in a while? A little more than that. How often should I do cardio? Once a week at least. Do I have to do cardio every day? No. But you should do some light activity like walking every day. How does cardio affect muscle growth? Question. Doing cardio improves your cardiovascular system, which in turn helps you breathe and get oxygen better. So, oxygen helps you breathe during your workouts, and especially when you're doing that last rep where you need to take that deep breath, and then you're gonna push up, you need to exhale, and if you can get that breath, if you can get that oxygen well in time, and if you can get enough oxygen, then you're gonna get that last rep, which will lead to more muscle. You train way more close to failure. Okay, this is what I do. Firstly, the most important muscle that comes before your biceps, triceps, chest is your heart. Okay, that's the most important muscle, ahead of everything. You gotta take care of it, right? So here's what I do. Right now I'm bulking, and in bulking, goal is to consume loads of calories and be in a surplus. So for my cardio, I don't do a whole lot of it. I do cardio once a week, so like running on the treadmill, doing plyometrics. And alongside that, I walk at least 45 minutes a day outside, which is like 4,500 steps. And to be honest, it's working really well for me. I'm getting gains in the gym, not getting unnecessary fat, and breathing just fine. However, when I cut, where I'm supposed to consume less calories and be in a deficit, I will do more cardio so I can burn more calories and lose some fat. Gymbros. This is the funny section in the video. These people are your buddies. They help you grow in the gym and you help them. You guys can do the same workouts together, give each other assisted reps, go beyond what you're capable of, and most importantly, have a fun time together. Another benefit of having a gym bro or gym bros is you guys can have a friendly competition with each other. See who can lift more weight. We all go in competition, and having a friendly PR battle is definitely worth it. See, me and my friend, we always debate who's stronger than one another, and we sort of have this PR battle together on bench, see who can bench press more, and it's fun, to be honest. We help each other grow, so good. Now you don't need one, okay? You don't need one, but it doesn't hurt to have one, okay? It's only helpful. I don't really have a specific person I work out together with, but like I said, with my friend, like we only get to work out with each other every so often, but I do give and get spots to and from people in the gym. And the great thing of being in one gym for some amount of time is that you get to know other people and become friendly with them. So, yeah, if you can get a gym bro or a few gym bros, that'll be really good. My goal is to outbench my friend like 20 more pounds than he can. So, hopefully that's going to be accomplished by the end of the year. Okay, special considerations. Gender. It's obvious that if you're a guy, it's easier for you to build muscle. Still, to increase your wisdom, I'll tell you why that exactly is. Simply put it in one word. Testosterone. Testosterone. Say it again. Testosterone. Okay? Guys have more testosterone, and that's exactly why they have more muscle building potential. What is testosterone, you might say? It's a hormone. Okay? This hormone is responsible for muscle growth. That's why. You might have heard of the phrase, age is just a number. Well, when it comes to building muscle, that's not all true. Age affects one muscle growth potential quite a bit. Now, yes, you can build muscle at any age, but it's not wise to do so if you're 90 years old on a wheelchair. You're gonna miss out on leg day, bro. Don't do that. Now, the best age to build muscle is in your teens. Why? Because of puberty. How? During puberty, your testosterone goes up, rapidly up. Your strength and muscle mass automatically go up without you doing anything. Now think about this. If you're building muscle without doing anything, imagine how much muscle you'll additionally put on if you actually train. Get out of your damn bed and go to a gym and lift weights and watch how you're up. Okay, mid-age adults, 20 to 40, can also build muscle. Substantial amount of muscle. If they couldn't utilize their teenage years to do so, it's fine. So the muscle growth won't be like compared to the teenagers. They won't be super crazy, but it'll still be damn impressive. So adults 40 to 60, they can too build muscle. They can. Yes, you can. If you're 50 years old watching this, you can build muscle. Trust me. But you have to have a lot of caution. Okay. Preferably use machines or free weights to keep your joints safe. Okay. We don't want you to get injured or hurt when you're 50 years old. You're trying to build muscle. Preferably use the machines, okay? Elderly people, 60 plus, you can build muscle, but not a whole lot, because as you get older, like really old, like your muscle mass automatically goes down because of your age. Yeah. Genetics. You might have heard top athletes and bodybuilders say that they got great genetics. Well, they're not lying. Genetics play a big role in one's muscle building potential. How? Because certain genes, 40 of them, are linked to hypertrophy. One of them is MSTN or myostatin. And if something goes wrong in that gene, excessive muscle growth can occur. For example, this is a horse, myostatin mutation. There's something wrong that happened in the gene which led to excessive muscle growth. Okay? Don't wish to have this myostatin mutation. Okay, don't wish to have that. Not good to look too, but okay. Another thing is muscle insertions. As the name says, it's how your muscles are shaped in your body. Yeah. See how his pectoral muscles are inserted. That's that. He can't do anything to fix that. That's just how his genetics are. That's just how his muscle insertions are. He can't do anything to change that. He's built a lot of muscle, but he can't do anything to change it. See another example. Look at this guy on the left. Has incredible genetics. This is called incredible genetics. Like, his muscle insertions are really good. Okay? Whereas if you like this guy, he also has a lot of muscle. But with him, his insertions are so bad. Like, he has narrow clavicles, has huge chest gap, unsymmetrical abs, uneven abs. Just like really bad genetics and muscle insertions. Both probably put in a lot of effort. Both have a lot of muscle, but on one it looks good and on one it doesn't look that good. Another example is the abs. So all of these guys have a relatively low body fat percentage. They likely train their abs, but who has better abs? Tell me. I'll give you some time. 1, 2, or 3? I'm hoping you said the third one because this looks way better than these two. Like, this is uneven abs. It's like barely any abs to show, even at a low body fat. And this looks really good because his muscle insertions are really good. His genetics are really good. All of them probably work hard. All of them have low body fat percentage. All of them probably train their abs, but again, because of genetics, because of muscle insertions, his abs look the best. Remember this, okay? Important. Genetics do play a role in how well you put on muscle, but you play the main role of whether or not you build muscle. I'll say that again. Genetics do play a role in how well you put on muscle, but you play the main role of whether or not you build muscle. Okay? It's on you. Don't blame genetics. Don't blame them. Okay. Importance of guidance. You need guidance in every area of your life. Without it, you'll wander lost all the time. You need guidance. Okay, for example, let's say you're new to a city and you're trying to find where this one famous monument is. What are you going to do? Either one of two things. Look on Google Maps or ask someone, right? What else would you do? That's the only two options you have. Whichever one you choose to do, you're seeking guidance. It's either from Google or from some person. Now, you could have tried to find it all by yourself with no help at all. But it would have taken you much, much longer to find your way. And there's a possibility you'd never find it. You wouldn't even find it. But regardless, because you chose not to seek guidance, you wasted your time. Okay, let's take a look at a few more examples. Say you're at a grocery store and don't know where the cookies are. You have two choices. Either keep wasting your time trying to find them on your own, or ask someone who works at the store. What are you going to choose? The person who works there, right? Why? Because you're going to save your time. Say you're working on a project and get stuck on a certain part. You have two choices. Either get the help of your friends and coworkers, or suffer on your own. What would you choose? Get the help of your friends and coworkers. Say you're trying to build a Lego set. Will you take the help of the instructions book, or try to put every single little piece together on your own? Take the help of the instructions book. so you don't waste your time. Say you want to learn a new language. Will you take classes from someone who knows the language you eagerly want to learn, or just wing it from YouTube? Take classes from someone who knows the language you want to learn. Okay, I'll give my own example actually. So, at the beginning of my training or like weightlifting journey, I had this one teacher of mine who was also a powerlifter. And he initially helped me a lot with the bench press. Like he showed me his best technique, and I learned so much from him than what I would have from YouTube. Because he was there to actually guide me right in front of me. So I learned so much from him that I was able to perfect my form and get really strong on the bench press, right? Then, 8 months into my weightlifting journey, 8 months of going to the gym, I met this one guy from India who was like a powerlifting champion or whatever. And he had a terrific physique. So I met him, and when I was meeting him, I asked for a spot on a dumbbell overhead press. Okay? He's like, sure. So I got behind me, and right on my first rep, you know what he said? He said, wrong. Wrong. I'm doing this 8 months. I'm doing this lift for 8 months straight. I made some progress from it, and still, he said wrong. Right from the get-go. Now that was a bit humbling for me, because I thought I knew a lot when I actually didn't. I actually didn't know that much that I thought I knew. Wrong. And then after a few months, like a few training sessions with him, I perfected my technique with a lot of different exercises. And recently, a few days ago, I met him again, and I asked him for a spot. Now this time, when I was performing my set, I was doing an incline dumbbell press, and literally, even on my last few reps, where people tend to slack on their form, he was telling me, perfect, perfect. And ever since the first day I met him, to the last few days, I've made tremendous progress. Like I've gotten bigger. I can tell I've gotten bigger, and I've definitely gotten stronger. So this just goes that guidance can take you from here all the way to there. I mean, think about it. Even the world-class champions like Mr. Olympias, like Chris Bumstead, he even has a coach. He even has someone guiding him. He's the best, but he still has someone guiding him. Why? Because it helps take away the mental bandwidth someone has, and it saves their time. If I never met that guy, I would have wasted so much time. But he saved my time by only a few training sessions. That's the importance of guidance. I'm hoping you chose to seek guidance instead of trying to wing it on your own. Because all of this applies to building muscle too. The grocery store, the visiting the new city, that applies the same thing to building muscle. It's the same thing. You need someone who knows what they're doing, keeps you accountable, has made the transformation you want to make, saves years of your time, and will do everything they can to get you from point A to point B. That's why I have my offer. It's for skinny men ages 15 to 50. I will help you gain 20 pounds of muscle within 120 days using my warrior method. Without becoming obese, spending more than 9 hours per week in the gym, or giving up on your favorite foods. This is guaranteed, or I'll work with you for free until you do. Okay? I know this will work for you if you take my training advice. If this interests you, then click on the first link in the description to apply for my one-on-one coaching. Anyways, this marks the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. I spent 100 slides on this. It's actually crazy. So, again, my offer interests you, then click the first link in the description to apply for my one-on-one coaching. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got tons of value from it. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.